was an exciting semi-finals day here for the men here at the US Open. You can see the crowds making their way out of Arthur Ashe Stadium. Rafa Nadal once again has advanced to a US Open final. Welcome everyone to Game Chat, and Mats and I, we are courtside. It's starting to get a little bit empty here, but boy, a few minutes ago, what a great atmosphere it was. Rafa has done it again, and what a level of tennis he produced, especially in the first set against the Italian Berrettini.
And just a fantastic set of tennis. Matteo Berrettini came out and he went full out. He played unbelievably well, deserved to win the first set, but somehow didn't. But Rafa Nadal, he's just getting better and better and better in this match, and I think in this tournament as well. And dare I say, in his career, he keeps improving. Every time we see him play on hard courts, he's improving.
Berrettini did have a chance in that first set. In the tiebreaker, he was up 6-4, and at 6-5, he made a fatal mistake and the wrong choice, because he played that drop shot, which wasn't necessary.
Maybe not. He played a few good, successful drop shots in that first set, but he mixed up his game beautifully in that first set. He should have actually won the set at 6-4. He got unlucky, but here, yes, I suppose you have to make certain decisions, this one here coming up is, yeah, I guess you have to risk a lot when you play against Rafa Nadal. He sure risked a lot, and it nearly worked. But, yeah, a poor execution on that drop shot.
What about the serve of Rafa Nadal today? I mean, that was outstanding. He barely lost any points on his serve.
Well, he served 14 service games, and he lost 14 points. So an average of one lost point. And the other thing is that he only served just over 50% of first serves in, but when the first serve goes in, he won 90% of the points, and then he won 74% of his second serve points, and that's incredible. It means two things. His second serve is very good, and Berrettini was struggling with getting a good strike in on that lefty sliding second serve. He's a big guy, Berrettini, and if there is a place where he can improve, it's most probably his movement.
And we talked about it so many times as well. Once, you know, Rafa Nadal, or you're down against Rafa Nadal, 2-0 at a Grand Slam, it's pretty hard to turn it around. And you could see that in that third set as well, that Rafa Nadal, he was completely dominating. And I think that Berrettini didn't even believe in turning this match around anymore.
No, I don't think so. And I think what Rafa Nadal does better than any player on tour today is the beginning of sets. He breaks serve pretty much straight away all the time. And when he's ahead, he doesn't slow down. He wants to get as far ahead as possible. That point we were sitting here live, that was an
shot of the match.
Yes, I mean the wrist action, the spin that he gets on the ball, and that's with his body weight moving backwards. And you could see that how pleased he was with not just that, but his whole performance. Incredible level.
Great intensity there from Rafa Nadal. Let's now hear from Alex Corretja, who had a chat with Rafa.
Rafa, enhorabuena una vez más, otra vez en la final, pero creo que de las cosas más importantes es el excepcional nivel de tenis que habéis jugado los dos, y en especial tú, para ganar.
Exceptional level of tennis today.
A ver, en el primer set me ha faltado hacer el break, porque la verdad que he tenido muchísimos break points y nada, como puedes saber bien ya por
First set had so many break points, couldn't convert.
Dando oportunidades, si no las vas cogiendo, pues te vas haciendo poquito a poco pequeño, y más cuando
should have taken those opportunities really.
Que sabes que es un poquito un cara cruz, ¿no?
And then I got into the tie break, very tricky, got a bit lucky. Even the end, I don't really know how I won it.
Y ha sido vital, ¿no? Después,
that was key for the match.
Un break al final, después de no sé cuántos break points a mediados del segundo set, pues me da muchísima tranquilidad.
And then eventually I did get the break, middle of the second set, and sort of played a lot better and went away then. Very pleased with today. I'm super happy to be in the finals.
Tiene una de las derechas más potentes que yo recuerdo en el circuito a día de hoy. En la zona de revés tú le hacías mucho daño, pero necesitabas impactar muy bien, porque si no él se gira y te machaca.
Sí, quizás me falta un poquito de confianza para cambiarle al paralelo, ¿no?
Got a great forehand, not such a great backhand. He played tactically very well to really make a decision when I was going to go down the line with my forehand. And went to the forehand just to open up the backhand side. Not easy.
Y quizá me ha faltado poder abrirle un poquito antes la pista hacia su derecha para después que él golpee al revés con movimiento, ¿no? En carrera, ¿no? Pero bueno, en general, pues muy contento de estar en una final del US Open.
He's just so happy to be in the finals again. It's so important to.
Feliz y ahora es el momento de dar el máximo.
Now he's got to give his best.
¿De qué sirve o no el haber jugado contra Medvedev y haberle ganado en Montreal? ¿Es alguna referencia?
What about that match against Medvedev in Montreal? Does that help?
También es verdad que es una historia
Different
diferente,
story.
¿no? Está creciendo cada día más y
They're all improving day by day.
Y bueno, aquel partido fue un partido muy raro.
That match was very strange.
Yo creo que fue muy bien, es decir, el mejor partido.
Played unbelievable that day.
Sin ninguna duda. Pero también es verdad que él tuvo un poquito de cruce de cables en el segundo set que no creo que
And he just lost his concentration second set. It was a bagel set there, and sure that's not going to happen again.
So Rafa Nadal, once again, he handled the pressure extremely well today against Matteo Berrettini. Now, what are your thoughts about that matchup in the final against Daniil Medvedev? The two of them, they know each other extremely well, but surely Nadal goes in as a favorite once again.
I mean, I think even a bigger favorite against Medvedev than against Berrettini, which is hard to explain. But I think Medvedev doesn't quite have the same firepower as Berrettini does. You would think that in one way, Medvedev, it would suit him to play Rafa because he's a tall guy. He's got that flat backhand. And we've seen the good two-handed backhand players have been able to threaten Rafa at times. Novak Djokovic, of course, but even the Swede Robin Söderling at the French Open.
Right.
But Medvedev doesn't like to hit his backhand cross-court very hard, so it's a long day for Medvedev. He's going to have to run so far and so much, and I just don't see Medvedev having much of a chance unless, of course, he serves out of his mind.
And there he is, Rafa Nadal, already on the bike, cooling down. I wonder how much they debrief this match off today and already looking ahead to the final, Mats.
Yeah, I would think they most probably talk about the first set. I thought maybe Rafa was a little bit passive in the first set. It's easy to say because Berrettini was hitting the ball so hard. So maybe try and be a little bit more aggressive early on in the finals, which Medvedev will allow him to be. So I think that for Nadal, it's a matter of don't succumb to the pressure. He's the heavy favorite to get to 19 Grand Slam titles. That's only one behind the Swiss genius Roger Federer.
He might be getting closer and closer today or to win that one. All right, let's have a look at what's coming your way tomorrow. We have a mixed doubles final.